Okay, so we monitor a CVP. CVP for us is normally connected to a line here. There's two ways you can monitor a CVP. You can monitor it through a Swan Scans. We don't do Swan Scans. We do what we call a LIDCO. I love LIDCOs for the simple fact that you just connect it to one of their lines here, and it connects to a machine and it reads everything out for you. There's no wedging or anything like that. Now, what is a normal CVP?
2 to 6.
2 to 6, right? Well, these guys here, because what's going on?
They've lost fluid.
They're losing fluids, and
So
we're
we're dumping
putting
fluid.
fluids back in, but we're putting a lot of fluid back in, okay? So it's not unheard of to have a CVP of 12, of 14, of 16. And if you see that on any other floor, you better go call the doctor. But that's normal for us, okay? So just remember that. Okay, so back to our story originally. We have a 59.25 burn. All right, so we need to calculate how much fluid we're gonna get in the next 24 hours. So, somebody up there, he weighs 220 pounds.
So it's going to be about 100.
Somebody gonna calculate this for me. You can have a calculator on the test. Oh, you got it, okay. All right, 220. Write that up there because that's his weight. All right, what do we got to do with that? We got to divide that by 2.2. Why? We got to have kilograms, exactly. So your kilograms, so what you got? 100. So this guy weighs 100 kilos. All right. How much is our body surface area burn? 59.25. So, and what is our standard on
2 to 4.
kilograms, milliliters per kilogram?
2 to 4 ml.
That's right. So we're going to multiply these numbers here, okay?
Working on it.
4 times 100 times 59.25.
So you're always going to go with the
You do not go, when you do this, and this is what a lot of my students would get messed up on with this, they would actually try to multiply a percentage. Don't put it in percentage, it's just the number of the percentage. Do you understand that?
No, but you said that it was 2 to 4, so you always go with the 4?
Go with the 4. 2 is more for pediatric.
Oh, okay.
So we are only dealing with adults. I have to put what the actual formula is, but I will have an order for you where it says the physician writes the order for 4 milliliters for a 250-pound person. But keep in mind, pound is not right. We got to convert it to kilograms to the percentage of the burn. I will give you all that formula.
Okay.
Okay, but 4 is standard for an adult. If we're looking at babies, and we're not.
Right.
You would go with the smaller number.
Okay.
So what do we get? 23,700 milliliters in the next 24 hours he's got to get in. That's what it's going to take to maintain a circulating volume for this size patient. That's a lot of fluid. So if you come up with like this crazy number, you're probably right. Okay? Just remember that. And no, you don't mean 2370 to come in and you messed up on a decimal. There's no decimals in this. Okay? So, now my question is to you, how much are we going to give in the first 8 hours?
Half.
Half. Half is what?
23,700.
Well, say
11,850.
11, yeah, 11,850. Okay, so the first 8 hours you got to give 11,850 cc's. That's crazy, isn't it? But we got to get it in. So, in the NCLEX world, what are we going to set that pump at?
Wide open.
999.
What? No, no. But if this pump could be set to that magical number, what's that magical number going to be? How do we fix that? Divide that by 8, and what do we get?
1,481.
1,481 is what we would set our pump at. Now, realistically, you can't set that pump at that. So guess what we're probably going to be doing?
Gravity.
Multiple
Oh.
LRs.
Okay.
and with multiple pumps. And y'all, I promise you, you've probably got about 3 triple pumps. You know what a triple pump is?
Yeah.
You'll have 3 triple pumps up here going for them. Wow. Because we gotta get that, because if we don't do that, what's gonna happen to this guy? Go into hypovolemic shock and he's gonna die, okay? So that's what's gonna happen the first 24 to 48 hours, first 24 hours he's gonna get this. Now, my question to you is, how do we know that we're maintaining fluid volume? Urine output? Urine output is your #1 fluid indicator. You hear me? Say that with me.
Urine output is your #1 fluid output.
Okay, so that's what we're gonna go by, okay? So we're looking, we're maintaining about 40 right now. Is that good? 30 to 50 is good, right? What happens if we start getting a lot? What would we do if we start getting a lot of urine output? You're thinking, oh,